So we're going to talk about the diencephalon, brainstem, and cerebellum. But first, this is the lateral view of the left hemisphere. Anterior is in the front, posterior is in the back. We have our interhemispheric fissure that separates the right and left cerebral hemispheres. And what we're going to do is we're going to strip away the left hemisphere. And what we're going to see is now a medial view of the right hemisphere. We're going to start labeling these parts. And we'll start with this structure right here, which is called the Corpus Callosum. And the Corpus Callosum, what it's responsible for is connecting the corresponding cortical areas of the right and left cerebral hemispheres. Now, we can look at the thalamus, which is located right about here. And each thalamus consists of several nuclei involved in lots of things: somatosensory, auditory, vision, motor feedback, memory, and consciousness. Not voluntary motor, though. Voluntary motor does not go through the thalamus. Just below the thalamus, we have the hypothalamus. And the hypothalamus also is a collection of nuclei, but it's involved in maintenance of homeostasis and plays a major role in regulating several endocrine organs. Also, it's important to point out that the hypothalamus and thalamus are important components of the diencephalon. We can also point out that the pituitary gland is connected to the hypothalamus through this pituitary stalk. The brainstem is next, and that is made up of the midbrain, pons, and medulla. So it's made up of those three parts. And we'll start at the top. The most rostral part of the brainstem is the midbrain, which we're going to label right here. And then below the midbrain, we have the pons. And then below the pons, most caudally, is the medulla. And then the medulla transitions into the top part of the spinal cord, which is the cervical spinal cord. Now notice attached to the back of the brainstem, the midbrain, pons, and medulla, we have this, in this case, the right cerebellar hemisphere. And each cerebellar hemisphere smooths and coordinates voluntary movements of the extremities.